Imagine stepping onto the biggest stage of your life, your heart pounding, lights blinding, and millions watching. A frail grandfather holds his young grandson's hand, both trembling with anticipation. They are about to sing a song that has lived in their family for generations. As the first note fills the air, the room falls silent. Simon Cowell, known for his tough demeanor, cannot hide the emotion in his eyes. This is not just a performance, it is a legacy of love, family, and dreams. If you love stories that touch the heart, subscribe now and join us for more. Miguel grew up in a small, sunlit village in the Philippines. His world was simple: narrow streets, children playing barefoot, and the gentle rustle of mango trees in the wind. But his life had a soundtrack, one that came from his grandfather, Lolo Ramon. Lolo Ramon was not just a grandfather, he was a living musical treasure. His guitar had scratches from decades of use, yet it sang songs that spoke of love, hope, and family. From the moment Miguel could speak, he would sit by Lolo Ramon under the old mango tree, trying to imitate the notes, even if his voice was shaky. Every morning, as the sun cast golden light over their modest home, Lolo Ramon would strum his guitar while Miguel tried to harmonize. Their voices intertwined naturally, like two rivers converging. It wasn't about perfection, it was about heart, connection, and storytelling through music. Their mornings were filled with laughter, spilled coffee, and the soft murmur of old Filipino melodies. Their evenings brought neighbors and friends, who would stop by, captivated by the hauntingly beautiful songs that drifted through the village streets. For Miguel, these were lessons in life and music. For Lolo Ramon, it was the joy of passing on a legacy to the next generation. One day, a visitor from the city came to their village. She had heard of the duo and insisted they perform in a bigger arena, hinting at opportunities they had never dreamed of. At first, both laughed, unsure if the world outside their village would ever care. But the seed was planted. Over late-night talks and quiet reflection, Lolo Ramon told Miguel, "The world should hear this song, my boy. Your voice deserves to travel far." Months later, Miguel and his grandfather found themselves in Los Angeles, standing outside the legendary AGT stage. The city was a whirlwind of noise, colors, and motion, so different from the quiet streets of their village. Miguel, holding Lolo Ramon's hand, felt his nerves spike, while his grandfather's gentle smile reminded him that they had worked for this moment for years. Backstage, contestants rehearsed nervously. Everyone had a dream, a story, a secret hope. But nothing compared to the bond between Miguel and Lolo Ramon. They whispered words of encouragement to each other, and as the announcer called their names, they stepped onto the stage. The lights were blinding, the crowd immense, and the judges' eyes piercing. But as Lolo Ramon strummed the first note, the world seemed to slow. Miguel's voice, youthful yet filled with depth, harmonized with his grandfather's. They sang a cherished Filipino song that told a story of home, family, and resilience. The audience was transfixed, leaning forward as if the song were a magnet pulling at their hearts. Simon Cowell, usually reserved and critical, appeared caught off guard, his eyes softening. He leaned in, captivated, as the melody wrapped around him like a memory he could not place. Midway through, a twist nearly shattered the moment. The microphone went silent. A hush fell over the crowd. But Miguel and Lolo Ramon didn't falter. Without instruments, they continued singing a cappella. Their voices soared, raw and pure, filling the auditorium with emotion. The audience erupted in applause as they finished stronger than before. Simon's eyes glistened with tears. He gave them a standing ovation, a rare gesture for the notoriously critical judge. Backstage, the duo was overwhelmed with joy. Contestants came up to hug them, recognizing the courage and emotion in their performance. Interviews followed, where Miguel spoke humbly about learning music from his grandfather, about late nights of practice under the mango tree, and about never giving up on dreams. Lolo Ramon, smiling, said, "Music has no age, no limits. It's the bridge that connects hearts." The story did not end there. News outlets across the world picked up the performance. Social media exploded with clips of the grandfather-grandson duo. Fans from Manila to Los Angeles commented on the beauty of the song, the strength of family, and the courage it took to continue despite setbacks. The world was not just witnessing a performance, it was witnessing a legacy. Weeks later, Miguel and Lolo Ramon received a special invitation back to the AGT stage, this time for a golden buzzer moment. The crowd roared as they entered. Simon Cowell, moved beyond words, pressed the golden buzzer himself, ensuring their journey continued. It was a moment of triumph, not just for them, but for every family, every dreamer, and every person who believes in the power of music. Their story became an inspiration, showing that talent, courage, and heart can overcome every obstacle. For Miguel, it was the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. For Lolo Ramon, it was the joy of seeing the next generation soar while carrying the songs of the past. And for the world, it was a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary moments come from the simplest places: a grandfather, a grandson, and a song that binds them together. As the video ends, we ask you, from which part of the country are you watching? Share your city and let us celebrate this amazing journey together.